Hey guys, so we're going to do a twin flame reading tonight. Kind of get a message there, especially for those that are in the middle of a twin flame relationship, or maybe you're not in the relationship at the moment they ran, because that's what they do. They run, right? We know they run. They get nervous about it. Because one of the things you got to understand is a twin flame is a mirror, so you can see into each other's souls very deeply. So this scares people, and especially the men, it can really scare them and make them nervous. So we always want to, I try to let people know, and I do a lot of twin flame reads, that I give a lot of strategy, and it's like, back off, give them a little space, because I know there's so much emotion coming out of the person, that they feel for them. I love you, this, that, and they feel so incredibly attached to them because this is their other half, you could say. So you're going to, feel that desire to merge. That's what it is. The twin flame connection is especially feeling the desire to merge. And one of the things about it you got to kind of understand is another person could feel like they could lose themselves in the merging. So this is kind of part of the anxiety and so forth, with that, and the transformation that takes place and everything like that. But one of the things we also want to remember about the twin flame union is that the main purpose is spiritual evolution. I know we get hung up in the romantic and the love and all that stuff. And that's all important too. Of course you want that. I mean, you're a human being. Of course you want the love and the hugs and the kisses and the snuggles and maybe the marriage and the kids and, a future with this person. Absolutely. That you're completely human. So, if anybody ever faults you guys, for being human, for having real natural feelings, especially when you come into contact with someone that's your twin flame, and you have those feelings, and they can be very overwhelming, the passion and the fire and the connection and everything. If anybody ever faults you for feeling that way, just be like, what the hell with you? You don't understand. Okay, so I completely understand that desire to merge, because it's just once you come face to face with them, you just feel that connection so strongly. So right now we're going to do a reading. It's going to be a collective reading, of course, some messages about your twin flame relationship. This will be whether it is happen. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's do two separate twin flame reads. I'm going to do one for people who are in the middle and actually together with their twin flame at the moment. We're going to talk about that. Then I'm going to do a separate read for the twin flame people who are apart from their twin flame and kind of going through the angst with that and so forth. So let's do that. We're going to do two reads tonight. So let's bring it down. I think that's a good idea. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do all kinds of things. I'm getting back into more of my weekly tarot reads. I want to get some spiritual topics out there. But as you know, I do missing person. I do current events. I covered the election and stuff like that, And something just flew out of my hand. Let's just get to it. We got the Hierophant. So this is for the twin flame that you are with them. So the Hierophant yokes the lovers together in union. He is the spiritual teacher, spiritual advisor. He can also yoke them together in a marriage. So some of you might already be married to your twin flame, and also some of you might be even engaged or contemplating marriage. But some of you that I'm reading for that are with them, you are meant to be together. Okay, I definitely feel that at this moment, you're meant to be united with this person and so forth. And it could very well, if you are not married, lead to a marriage. The Hierophant can symbolize, a good marriage. But it's a spiritual union, especially when the Hierophant brings two people together. It's especially a spiritual union. So off to a good start here. Let's kind of see what's going on. Now, the crossing card is the Four of Cups. Now, that can be a very symbolic of the runner, because the Four of Cups guy kind of pushes the cup away and so forth. And this is the opposing card. So I feel this is kind of the fear. And maybe some of you are experiencing that. You're in the middle of your twin flame relationship and they're starting to push back a little bit. When that happens, your best step, I'm telling you, please, I've read a lot of twin flames. I read relationships every weekend of my life, okay? And even through the week too. But is to take a step back. Don't suffocate them. Okay, don't suffocate them. Because I'm telling you, if you do that, you're going to lose them. Okay, when you take a little bit of a step back, they will take a step forward. Okay, and some people are afraid of that. Like, they're like, if I take a step back and I give him space, then he may want to just walk off and leave. Don't, no, seriously, strategy wise, if you suffocate him, that twin flame is going to leave. Okay, so that's that. Just take a step backward. Okay, take a step back and just take it easy and so forth. Yeah, some of you may have been, as I'm reading for the Twin Flame Collective, dealing with a little bit of conflict. There may have been a little bit of battles that you've been having, a little bit with that Five of Wands energy. And ooh, I got that Judgment card. Judgment can be my ultimatum card. Okay, I can see that, the time is now, the moment of truth. We're on the last day here, that kind of thing. It's Judgment Day. Okay, so I can see that with the ultimatum. So some of you might be feeling with your twin flame, maybe they are kind of pushing you away, a little bit of that energy. They've been kind of being like this. There are some things bothering you that are causing conflict. I've got my conflict here, right? And then you're feeling like maybe I should give an ultimatum. I personally recommend not doing that in this case and so forth with the energies that I'm getting from this reading. I feel the message is take a step back. Just let things kind of cool for a minute, okay? Don't push them, especially into a relationship, and make it hard. Are you in or are you out, this or that? I'm actually getting a little bit of energy. For now, just take a step back. Go easy for a minute. Wait and see how everything plays out before you get forceful like that, because it may go in a direction that you do not want it to go if you get forceful. The Eight of Swords can be kind of trapped in the mind and so forth, and feeling caged. And one of the things I want you to kind of look at, what I'm kind of feeling the message is, which some may be surprised, is we want to be careful not to manipulate the twin. Okay? Be messing with their mind and so forth. Okay? Be careful with that. Okay? I know we want it to work out. We love them. We feel so drawn to them and connected to them. The love is overwhelming. But don't try to manipulate them and play with them and everything like that. And then give them ultimatums and all these things because you feel them maybe pulling away a little bit, because it's not going to go your way. It's not going to go the way you want. And I feel some of you are saying some negative things. And even with the conflict in the twin flame, you're saying some things that you're going to regret. Okay? So in this conflict, in this frustration that things are not turning out the way you want them to go, you're starting to get a little feisty, okay? You're getting a little feisty here with some of the words, because the Princess of Swords can be, I'm using in the reversal, we're using some pretty harsh words here. And I just did a read for someone very recently that something's happened, that they said some very harsh words to their partner, and just be real careful with that. And so forth. We got to be careful with that energy. Now, some of you have been in relationships where emotion was really cool and you've dealt with someone kind of controlling and things like that with that Emperor energy. I'm moving into the past position. And then you're feeling this overwhelming loving connection. Okay, with things there. And then we've got the Two of Hearts in the reverse position in the past. So, that's the thing that, things have not worked out in other relationships and you really want this twin flame connection to work out. Don't make past mistakes. Okay? That's what we got to do. And see, right now, the Lover's reverse. Oh, we got some rough cards coming in tonight, guys, for my twin flame, for those with the twin flame. Fearing a parting of the ways is what is going on here. But I'm telling you, if you push too hard, that's what's going to happen. And that's why the Lovers is reversed, okay? You're pushing too hard. Okay, just kind of take a step back, take a breather, take a few days off. Maybe, because I feel some kind of conflict may have happened with the twin here, and maybe some things were said that were not so nice, and we're getting real frustrated. It's going to push them away, okay? It's going to push them away. Let's look a little bit more. And we've got the Ten of Hearts in the reverse position. So I know some of you are like, I want the happy family life. That's what I want. That's my dream. Get married, have kids, and all that. And for some of you, if it's not working the way you want, if you are already married, there may be a little upset in the family. The home is kind of a challenge at the moment. And See, and I feel like a little bit each of you with the twin flame relationship may have thought about moving on, but you don't do it. You know, you kind of stay put in everything like that. But you might have, you're contemplating some kind of change. We're just desperate for change at this point. But one of the things with the Four of Pentacles energy, I feel like a lot of you just want to get stuff off your chest. You want to tell how you feel and just, you know, get everything out of you and stuff. And sometimes we got to do it in layers when we kind of talk about our emotions and feelings, because you don't want to sound like I'm not trying to put you down, but you don't want to sound like a crazy person coming out with all this love and affection and everything and just suffocate someone. Okay, you got to come out in pieces and so forth. Now, I've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. Some of you may have dealt with some kind of betrayal with your twin. And this is part of the reason we're frustrated and so forth. We feel like we're being betrayed. So, yes, of course, with those, that does happen sometimes. What they do is they sabotage. That's one of the other twin flame things, is they sabotage a relationship and so forth. And that can be a challenge. So some of you may be experiencing that. You may have been lied to, or maybe there was a full-blown cheat. Some act of betrayal, and you're really upset about it and stuff. But the High Priestess is in the reverse position. Just you got to really pay attention and use your intuition. Listen to your inner voice during this time. Work on your manifestation in the background. That's probably one of the best things you could do right now with the Magician. And I know this is what you guys fear in the hopes and fears position, that Death card. But the Death is reversed. It's, you know, no matter what, if it doesn't work out this lifetime, it'll work out another. What's the outcome for you guys? The Fool. So I feel no matter what with the twin flame, we're going to go into a new beginning. And as this is a collective read, some of you will go on in a positive direction with your twin flame. And otherwise, you know, you may part ways. You may take a break and things like that. But a new beginning, no matter what, you guys are going to have that, okay? We got to trust the spirit is one of the messages with the Fool card. You know, we got to just kind of trust and everything like that and take a leap of faith. But we got to be really careful. Give them a little bit of space. This is one of the things I try to get through to you guys. You know, when you're dealing with a twin, you know, it's like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. You know, you know, you step forward, they step back, and everything is what can happen. So that's why sometimes if you just step back a little bit, give a little breathing room, let them come to you. You know, if they want to come to you, they will. You know, and a lot of times they will because you step back. You know, then they can kind of get a little feeling of missing you a little bit. Okay? They can get a little feeling of, you know what, when she's not here, it's really, I feel kind of alone. I feel kind of lonely. I feel like something's missing. They need to have that feeling. Okay, they need to have that feeling. So it's a very good positive read. But no matter what, going into a new beginning, I look at it for those who have been doing things wrong, to do things differently. That's the new beginning you need. That's especially the overall collective message that I'm getting, is you need to do things differently. Okay, step back a little, let them breathe. If they want to have a night out with, you know, or something like that, you know, if they're going to go away on the weekend and with the fam, and they didn't bring, it's okay, just let them have a little breathing room, because sometimes the twin will test you. Okay, the twin will test you. Let's go to the next one. So this is the twin flame read for those who are not together with their twin at the moment. This is going to be the message for you guys. You know, the challenges and the difficulty with being apart. I know the angst is hard. Let's kind of look at that. Got that Judgment card again. Got that Judgment card again. So see, for those who have a twin, okay, some of those that lost the twin, they gave the ultimatum and things like that, and maybe things didn't turn out the way they wanted and so forth. And they weren't listening to the call. Okay, they weren't listening to the call. A few mistakes were made in there. And so we got that Judgment reversed. So we got to be careful not to put on the pressure. Because the Judgment card can be really putting on the pressure to get your way. 3 Pentacles in the reverse position. Now, some of you, with your twin flame, it turned out to be more, they treated it more as a friends with benefits type of thing. Okay, they, didn't really commit and things like that. You felt a little bit more than they did. It doesn't mean they're not your twin or anything. Remember, I am reading for actual twins. But some of them, their spiritual evolution is not where yours is. And that's one thing we got to kind of remember about the twins. Not everybody is spiritually evolved. It's their task to meet up with you and spiritually evolve, and they may do it at a later date. But some of you have, you parted ways, but it was the way you came together, it wasn't serious enough, in the first place. And that's the hard part. You wanted more than they were willing to give you, I guess is the best way to put that. And yes, the Two of Cups in the reverse position, the party of soulmates. I know it's hard, guys. I know it's hard and everything that, dealing with that. And just look at this, like, it's just one heart with two hearts within it. Very good twin flame type of card. And let's go ahead and look here what we got next to it and stuff. Yeah. Now, with some of you, I know it's not going to be for all of you. I'm going collective. But with some of you, I do have the Death Reverse card. So actually it would apply to all you. So let me step back. But I want you to remember, if it doesn't work out in this lifetime with your twin, it's not over. Another life, another day with the Death Reverse card. So if it ends here in the physical, just kind of remember, what, it's not over, but you still have to move on. We may not end up with our twin. We may end up with a soulmate. Okay. We may just end up with a soulmate and everything. And that's totally fine and everything. But I know it's always that, pull with the twin is so incredible. You never forget them. That's one thing, you will never forget them. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, like seeds well planted, being able to grow and evolve and things. And it was just kind of a tough one because the other twin was not as evolved as you. They're not seeing it the same way. And let's look a little bit more. Yeah, we got that Magician reverse, just, working on our manifestation. Things not turned out the way we hope. But always look at it, it's meant to be for a reason. It happens for a reason. And then we've got the Prince of Pentacles reverse. I feel like with some of you, some of your twins, with the males, I know I'm kind of talking a lot to the ladies, but this applies for both. But some, we're looking for that just really down to earth kind of practical person and things like that, but that still have that magic and everything. But I look at the Prince of Pentacles, I kind of feel he's kind of ordinary, and I feel like I don't want an ordinary relationship. I want the magic of the twin and things like that. But, give the ordinary a chance, because they can still evolve into something and they can really love you and stuff like that and everything. Let's look a little bit more. Yeah, and some of you just, with your twin flame, those that are apart, the foundation was just not stable. It wasn't a stable foundation. And that's the hard part. And just committing, them committing, they were, more, a lot of times the twin flame relationship, it's hot in the beginning. It's hot, especially the sexual energy, the tension and everything, the closeness, but it scares people and stuff. But we need to seek clarity now with the moon and everything, with the emotions and the psychic insights coming in. We got to seek clarity and see this. Just because it doesn't work out doesn't mean it wasn't meant to be, this interaction. You are still meant to learn some very valuable lessons from your twin flame interaction and stuff. And I know this is what we want, the King of Hearts. And that's why I said ordinary, an ordinary prince. We want the King of Hearts. We want the one that we love, that beautiful. And he's got a nice twin flame kind of energy and so forth with that love. That's what we get hooked on that. I completely understand that. Let's go ahead and look a little bit more. But yeah, so we just got to be smart, with the Ace of Swords, to see the truth in the situation. That's especially about seeing the truth and accept things as they are. And I know with the Tower, one of the things about it, it's chaotic when they go and everything. And it's just, but the Tower reverse, they land on their feet. You will survive this. You will survive this. Okay? And I've got that Devil card energy is showing in the environment. So it's very well, that Devil energy, that some of that negative stuff, the twins just, kind of locked into temptation and various things that is doing all the wrong stuff, that's their cross to bear. And that's a good fitting way to put it. And you've had some battles too with that Five of Wands energy. Stuff. A lot of battles with the twins tonight. And with in the hopes and fears is really the Seven of Swords. You know, some of you were betrayed, some of you were, and everything. And, you know, and that's very painful from the twin energy. Yeah, we've got the little theme of betrayal tonight with our twins and everything. And the outcome card is the Four of Hearts, which I know is really super hard. We talked about in the last read, the man who refuses the cup. You offer love, he ignores it, he pushes it away. I know we don't like that ending with our twin. And so for those that are apart from the twin, and they're pushing your love away, you know, like I said, you know, sometimes we're just not meant to end up with our twin, and we got to move on and stuff. And I know it's super hard. You're always going to remember them, and you're always going to remember them and think about them and everything like that. But sometimes we're just not meant to be with our twin. You know, we're meant to go on, but we take those lessons. And one of the things is, you know, just that feeling, you know, of love, to be able to have it at all. Even if we don't work out with the person, to be able to experience it and to feel it is pretty amazing. You know, it's still amazing. At least I felt it. You know, at least I felt it. And you can always feel it for another again. Okay, you can always feel it for another again. I know it's like, I don't want the ordinary prince. I want the king. I know you do, honey. I know you do. And everything. I know you want the king and stuff. But, you know, I will tell you, you know, inevitably, you know, we can love more than one person and stuff. Now, there are some people that are very obsessed with their twin. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want the twin flame. But it's like soulmate relationships are still wonderful. Oh, my God. I feel like the poor soulmate things are getting put in the back burner. Yeah, I guess I'll take a soulmate. You know what I mean? And stuff, and they're just as wonderful and evolving and special. Absolutely. You know, they are your soul mate and everything like that. So, but yeah, I know it's tough for you guys that are apart from your twin. And I know, and one of the things I want you to do, even though I kind of warn people, be careful what you do because they can run. And I know it's a very awkward kind of thing to have to deal with because it's such a common thing. But don't beat yourself up if it didn't work out. You know, don't beat yourself up. One day you will understand the reason. I know you don't see it right now. Why does it work out? Why did I even meet them and feel all that love and then they're ripped apart like my heart and everything? Spiritual evolution, healing, all that good stuff. Ascension. You know, we're meant to evolve. We're meant to ascend. And a lot of you got on the spiritual path because of your twin flame. See, that's the thing. You know, when you look... Oh, I probably wouldn't have even got into all this stuff if it wasn't for what I first started reading about twin flames, and then I got interested in all kinds of other spirituality stuff and everything, and you know, Eastern philosophy, and I got an oracle deck, and I even took a Reiki class. You know, just all the stuff you would never have got into if you wouldn't have gone through that twin flame relationship. And that's the point. That's the point, is to get you on the path. You know, it especially is to get you on the path and see that certain things are meant to be, okay? I do hope this helps. Any questions, if you ever have any, just put them in the comments.